Well, folks, it's finally here. This is my Rapido custom Telus edition locomotive, FP40, I believe it is. I ordered this from Otter Valley Railroad in, I think it was Elmer, Ontario, pretty close to Toronto, I believe. And yeah, I ordered this because I was kind of unsure. I really wanted one of these, but I was a bit hesitant due to the price. But they were selling like hotcakes. Every day I was checking the site, there would be another one sold, so I was just like, I'm either gonna buy this now, or if I don't buy it, I'm going to have to pay probably double the price at some point in the future. So no thanks, I'll buy it now. So I bought it now, and here it is. Before anybody asks, I am wearing gloves. This is generally because I've been working with a lot of metal products lately, and as I'm discovering the hard way, rust can stain your hands, and I didn't want somebody in the comments to be accusing me of ruining a $200 engine, so gloves it is. I was quite hoping Rapido was going to release the Telus one. It was basically there had to be so many orders of a certain model, and the Telus one made the mark. And basically, these models, Via painted up all sorts of trains with different paint schemes in the 2000s 's as advertisements for companies. I guess Telus had at least one. It's probably just some personal information. We got some packing peanuts. Let's move a few of those. On this side here. As Rapido does, nice box. It's FP40. They don't put the engine you get on the box, I guess, but it's still pretty cool. Get that out of the box. This is tricky to do wearing gloves. Here's our breakdown map. I might show that in detail in a sec. F40PH-2D. Don't know what that means. If you're operating your F40 DC layout, please note that it works very differently from all layouts because it... I don't know, read that later. Anyways, it's the moment of truth. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at the detail on that. I'll just pop the model right out. So there she is. As you can see, it's got the Telus paint schemes. As far as I know, there's still one of these still out there with this paint scheme. They were painted up, I think, around 2002. Actually, honestly, it looks quite modern for 2002. Yeah, beautiful job. Just noticing there's a little green thing. I don't know, maybe I have to attach some parts. Anyway, let's try sliding this unit out. So there's the model. As you can see, they've done a beautiful job. Looks like a little bit of stuff might have come disconnected in transit, but I can do that back in. You can see, as Rapido always does, they such a great job. You can see there's the, I think these are to deflect bugs hitting the front of the train. And that green thing I saw, I think it's just the sun visor. Yeah, even just the little handrails and stuff like that. Absolutely amazing detail. The bus cables on both sides. This particular model is a DC model. DCC models are just too expensive, but I've been talking with Dodger Bend Railway about converting it to sound. So I'll buy a decoder and I'll either get a professional to install it or I might do it myself. Anyways, I think we should go run this thing because it's a really cool engine and yeah, breaking it on the track. Got it all set up on the track. One thing about this model is that you really have to see it in person, I think, to appreciate all the detail. The few photos of it that I could find online really don't do it justice. It's way more detailed in person. I was able to correct some of the damage done in transit. I'll go into detail on that in a sec. let's run this thing, because I'm really curious to see how it performs. So I'll start by just giving it a little bit of power. As Rapido does. Smooth and quiet. Yeah, we got some operating ditch lights down there. Very nice. Let's back her up. The low speed on this model is pretty impressive. It's a 5-pole motor. I'm not sure what its gear ratio is, but knowing Rapido, they probably geared it so you get even more torque and a little bit less speed for optimal running conditions. So yeah, now I'm going to show this thing in detail so you guys can get a closer look at it. So just as promised, here's the locomotive in detail. As I said earlier, I was able to correct some of the damage. The damage I did correct was basically this sun visor being broken off. I just put that back in, and the back handrail was also out of place, so I just popped that back into place. Unfortunately, I discovered a little bit more damage. This bug visor here is clearly broken off. I need to glue that back down somehow. And the mirror is also gone. I wasn't able to locate that. So I'll have to figure out sources for both those things, but I'm sure those are problems that I'll be able to sort out fairly quick. Now let's move on to the detail. The detail on this thing is quite impressive. One of the things that really stood out to me when I very first opened it up is these are actual grills. Most model makers just put a little indentation in the plastic, but as you can see, these are actual grills that go right through to the inside of the model, which is quite impressive in my opinion. And if we come down here, a little bit of detail. My camera can't pick up on all of it, unfortunately. But you can just see just little bits here and there. One of the things I'm very impressed with is there's actual piping work. Most models I see of the FP40s don't have anything down here. They just have the two, what I believe are air tanks, and that's it. So move on to the back of the model here. Again, this is another genuine grill. See if I can get it to focus. There it is. Absolutely beautiful. Turn the model around so you can get a look at the back. So here's the back of the model. Not too much to say that I haven't already. It's just really, really well done. You got the two bus cables here, and yeah, rear light. Nice knuckle couplers. Really, really well done. Turn it around to the side here. This side is a little bit different than the other side. You can see the two, what I believe are the air tanks better. You got a better look at the fuel tank. It's just all very done. I'm quite happy with it. And around the front of the model, one of the things that's really, really well done. Rapido put actual metal wipers. I'll see if I can get it to focus. You can kind of see them. We've got actual metal wipers, which are pretty nice. Of course, as I said earlier, the bug visor, two cables, bus line cables. I've got the two ditch lights, handrails and whatnot. All very nice. And Rapido actually does include a little bit of stuff. They do include a replacement visor for that, so if this one breaks off again, I can just stick the other one on. And I think they also include a unit for air conditioning. You can glue that to the top. I'm not terribly familiar with these parts, but that's just what I assume is going on. So I've got her all set up with the LRC cars for our final video, and I've got the momentum turned on, so this thing should start to accelerate as it is right now, and we can get some good shots of it going by under load. Well, folks, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed unboxing this thing, and I think it's a great addition to the collection, and I suspect it's going to be a popular item to run during live streams, so see how that all turns out. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video, which may be soon, hopefully. Who knows? Bye, everyone.